I give a call to the Leader of the Australian Greens.
Thank you, Speaker. And my question is to the Prime Minister. This morning, the Times of Israel reported the Foreign Minister of Israel as saying that at the end of this war, quote, the territory of Gaza will also decrease. Prime Minister, given that Israel's bombing, siege and invasion of Gaza is not only collectively punishing millions and killing thousands of civilians, but also reportedly aims to permanently seize Palestinian territory, will the Labor government now oppose the invasion of Gaza?
Order. Give the call to the Prime Minister.
Thanks, Mr Speaker. I stand by the motion that was carried in this parliament on Monday. The motion that's carried in this parliament on Monday unequivocally condemned the attack on Israel by Hamas. It then went on to say that Israel does have a right to defend itself, and we stand by that. It condemned anti-Semitism and recognised that generations of Jewish people have been subjected to the hateful prejudice. It went on to say, importantly, that this parliament supports justice and freedom for Israelis and Palestinians alike. It acknowledged as well the devastating loss of Israeli and Palestinian life, and that innocent civilians on all sides were suffering as a result of the attacks by Hamas and the subsequent conflict. It reiterated Australia's consistent position in all contexts is to call for the protection of civilian lives and the observance of international law. We have seen, tragically, we saw the result, the consequences of, well, we saw some of it, of course, not all, but we saw the tragic consequences of Hamas's decision to cross into Israel and to murder young people attending a concert. We know that people were taken hostage and taken back into Gaza. We know as well that there has been tragic consequences for Palestinian civilians, and we mourn every single life that is lost, whether it's Israeli or Palestinian. The children who have been killed, the families torn apart. There is widespread suffering. There is no question about that. And I have long advocated a two-state solution where both Israelis and Palestinians can live in peace and security. That remains my position today. It has certainly been the position of my party for a long period of time. These issues are complex. We know as well that part of my government's responsibility we take really seriously is to...
Extension's been moved by the Leader of the Opposition. All those in opinion say aye. Aye. Against no, I think the ayes have it.
I thank the Leader of the Opposition. We know, and we've received briefings on an ongoing basis about the need to remain calm, to be careful about our language, to ensure that communities here that are feeling hurt, are feeling scared, both people who have a position in the Jewish community, but also in the Islamic community and the Palestinian community as well, feeling under siege at the moment. And it's important we reach out to them. And that is what my government is doing. My government has had ongoing meetings of appropriate, not just security advice about the conflict, but as well in addition to that, have reached out to the community. I've spoken to both Jewish leaders and leaders of the Palestinian community and of the Islamic community about how we can maintain community harmony here. And I congratulate all those members on all sides I know who are doing the same thing. We announced, of course, $50 million I spoke about, but there is more
Prime Minister's
that we have determined on as well.
has concluded.
We will continue to do that, and I recognise the important role that members here are playing with their respective communities. We need to make sure that Australia remains what I regard as a microcosm for the world, one that shows that people of different faiths, of different backgrounds, can live together enriched by our diversity. There's no place for hate here. There's no place for anti-Semitism, as there's no place for Islamophobia in this country. And my government will continue to work constructively with everyone, not just in this chamber, but in those communities as well, to make sure we achieve that outcome.